class 9. Today is Saturday and I'm going to upload a video. This video is meant for class 9 students. We are going to begin a new chapter today. This is called elasticity of demand and supply. So first thing that you should know about is what is elasticity of demand. We are going to discuss everything about demand today. Maybe in future we shall discuss for supply. Now what is elasticity of demand? You must have noticed that when there is a change in the price normally or change in any factor, the demand changes. If it doesn't rain, then the demand, there will be no umbrella, there will be no demand for umbrella. But if it rains continuously, there will be a very high demand for umbrella. So the demand changes because of the change in some other factors. This reaction of the demand because of the change in other factors or some factors is called elasticity. So elasticity of demand is the responsiveness. Responsiveness means reaction. It is the reaction. Elasticity is the reaction of demand to a change in other factors or in some factors. Example is, when it doesn't rain, there will be no demand for umbrella, but the demand will react differently, or there will be a change in the demand because of the change in the weather. If it starts raining, there will be a demand, increase in demand for the umbrella. This reaction, change in reaction of the demand for umbrella is called elasticity. Now, what is price elasticity of demand? What is price elasticity of demand? Price elasticity of demand is the responsiveness of a change in demand because of the change in its price. That means when the price of a commodity changes, it will of course affect its demand also. That change or that reaction of the demand because of the change in its price is called elasticity of demand. If the meat is 200 rupees per kg, I will buy 1 kg for my family. But if the meat becomes 400 rupees per kg, then probably I may think of reducing a little. I may buy 750 grams or half a kg. Or if not, then if at 200 rupees per kg, I was buying 1 kg of meat twice a week, then when the price increases to 400 rupees per kg, then I may think of buying meat only once. I will reduce the demand. So the demand has reacted because of the change in its price. Such kind of response of the demand because of the change in its price is called price elasticity of demand. How do we measure it? We calculate what percentage changes come in quantity demanded. Separately, EP is the symbol of price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded and divided by the percentage change in price. If the price is 50 rupees today and tomorrow if the price is 75 rupees, then how much is the change? If the price is 25 rupees today, 50 rupees today, and if tomorrow if the price changes to 75 rupees, then what is the percentage change? 50% is the change. So let's see how. How do we calculate the percentage change in its demand? You calculate the change divided by the initial price multiplied by 100. So from 50 the price has become 75. So how much is the change? Change is 25 divided by the initial price. Initial price was 75 and multiplied by 100. Initial price is 50, sorry. Initial price is 50 and multiplied by 100. 25 ones are, 25 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 50s are. So 50% is the change in the price. In the similar way, you can calculate how much is the change in the quantity demanded. And so EP can be calculated by dividing the percentage change in the quantity by the percentage change in its price. What you get is called price elasticity. Now sometimes it may come equal to 1. Sometimes it may come greater to 1 or it may come less than 1. Even if we all are measured in these three terms. It has to be equal to 1. Equal to 1 means if 50% was change in the price, then 50% was a change in the demand. So 50 upon 50 is equal to 1. That means perfectly substituted. Perfectly substituted. So equal to 1. More than 1 means change in demand is more than the change in the price. Less than 1 means change in demand is less than the change in its price. More than 1 is elastic and less than 1 is inelastic. More than 1 is elastic and less than 1 is inelastic. More than 1 is elastic means there was more change in demand of a commodity than its price. Little change in price, more change in demand. That is, calculation will come, EP will come more than 1, and that is said to be elastic. But because of this calculation, if the EP comes to less than 1, it means that the change in demand was less and more was the change in its price. So hence it is called inelastic. Inelastic means the change in demand is less than the change in its price. So these are the three different measure you will get. Either it has to be equal to 1 or more than 1 or less than 1. Now I suppose this is clear to you. Elasticity of demand and the price elasticity of demand, how to calculate it, and what are the three different numbers you get and what does it denote. I have explained this much to you. Now we are going to learn the different types of degrees of price elasticity of demand. It will come in the same thing. Equal to 1, more than 1, less than 1, and there is more, one will come 0 also and another will come infinity also. When will come this? There are 5 types of elasticity of, there are 5 types of degrees of price elasticity of demand. The first is perfectly inelastic, then perfectly elastic, then you have unitary elastic, elastic and inelastic. What is perfectly inelastic demand? Perfectly inelastic. Inelastic means something that does not change. Like this cannot be changed. I cannot make it longer, I cannot make it shorter without breaking it, okay? I cannot squeeze it and make it shorter. But next time you take a rubber band in hand and you may stretch it. You take a rubber band, you may stretch it. It doesn't break, but you may stretch it. So that is elastic. Rubber band is elastic, that can be changed. But this is inelastic. This is inelastic. You cannot change the length of this. Similarly, those demand which cannot be changed is inelastic. But the demand that can be changed is elastic. So perfectly inelastic means demand cannot be changed. And this is perfectly means the demand will not change at all. If the demand does not change at all, whatever be the change in its price, the very title speaks about this. Perfectly inelastic means whatever be the change in the price, when the demand of a commodity does not change at all, we call it perfectly inelastic demand. Like take the example, look at this picture. In this picture what do you see is this vertical bar represents the price, horizontal bar represents the quantity. This Q stands for quantity. And this D1 is the supply curve. What do you see this? D1 means this much is being supplied. This quantity OD1 is the quantity being supplied. OD1 is the quantity being supplied. So this much is the quantity being supplied. At what price? This is the quantity. At what price? Price at price P, this much is the supply, and even at price P1, this much is the supply. So that means there is no change in the supply. Even if the price reduces, becomes very less or very high, even the demand will remain same. What is changing is price is changing, but the demand is not changing at all. So the change in demand is 0. That is inelastic. Whatever be the price, there is no change in the quantity demanded of a commodity. Such kind of elasticity is called perfectly inelastic demand. Example, insulin or any medicine which is highly needed. In an emergency, whatever medicine is needed, the demand for it is perfectly inelastic. Like you go to the market, if you are asked to bring a medicine for somebody who is very ill, even if the price is high or low, you cannot bargain. You have no choice. You will definitely bring it. That means whatever be the price, you will definitely bring it. Such kind of commodity is said to be perfectly inelastic demand. So what do you have to learn, dear children, is first definition, number 2 picture, then numerical value and the example. 4 things: definition, picture, numerical value and the example. Perfectly inelastic demand is over. Next is perfectly elastic demand. Perfect, just opposite to the previous one. Just opposite to the previous one. This was perfectly inelastic and this is perfectly elastic. Elastic means that can be changed. And how much is the change? Perfect change. That means even if there's a small change in the price, it will lead to a big change in its demand. So perfectly elastic demand refers to the responsiveness of change in demand because of the change in price, where the change in demand could be up to any extent, even because of a small change in its price. Hence, you try to understand this picture. Perfectly elastic means highly changeable demand. A small change in price will bring a big change in demand. So these are quantity demanded. At this point the quantity demanded is this one. At this point the quantity demanded is this much. At this point the quantity demanded is this much. That means it could be any demand, even at the same price or slight change in the price. The quantity could be, the change in quantity demanded could be anything. So that means very high change in the quantity demanded, even because of a small change in its price. So EP is infinity. Why infinity? Because we never know how much is the change. This D2 can be extended up to any length. It may go to any length at the same price, or even because of a small change in its price. Okay. So example is Coke, because these are not needed at all. These are not urgent at all. If the weather changes, you will have zero demand. Today, I don't think there will be any person who will demand Coke. It's raining. For the past few days, it is quite shivering, quite cold. So the demand for it has become zero. All of a sudden tomorrow, if it is a very scorching heat, people will have high demand for this. So there is a very high change in the demand because of a small change in the price or any other factor. Definition, picture, numerical value, example. Finished. Then let us come to third one. It's a unitary elastic. Unit means equal to 1. Unit means equal to 1. That means equal to 1. When will it come equal to 1? It will come equal to 1 when the percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to percentage change in its price. If this is 30, this is also 30, then 30 divided by 30 will become equal to 1. That means when the percentage change in the quantity demanded is equal to the percentage change in its price. When the percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to the percentage change in its price, then we get it equal to 1, and that is called unitary elastic demand. So look at this, try to understand this picture. When the price is this much, if the price is 50, say this is 50, if the price is 50, then the quantity demanded was 10. But when the price is 25, when the price demanded is 25, the quantity demanded will be 20. Double, here also double. When the price was 25, you demanded 20 units. And when the price increased to 50, it became double, you have reduced half, it became 10. This is following the law of demand. You know, in the law of demand, inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. So what I can see, 50 into 10, price into quantity demanded. So cost is 50 into 10 is 500. 50 into 10 is 500. Similarly, 25 into 20. 25 into 20 is also 500. That means percentage change in the quantity demanded upon percentage change in its price. Of course, this is a total cost I have included, I have calculated. So it will come to equal to 1. Equal to 1. So EP is always equal to 1. Equal to 1 means if the percentage change is same as the percentage change in price. percentage change in price is equal to percentage change in its demand. Then you get it equal to 1, and this is the figure you get for unitary elastic. Example, there is no such commodity which exactly follow this pattern in our day-to-day life, because before we consume we never ask the price. We normally do not, for the basic necessities, we normally do not ask the price whether the price has increased or decreased, and you do not consume according to that. You consume according to your ability to consume or your need to consume. Next is the elastic demand. So elastic means stretchable. That means more change in the demand and less change in the price. Elastic means more change in demand and less change in price. So when more change in demand and less change in price, that means in the numerator you have 5 and in the denominator you have 4. That means it comes to 1.25, which is more than 1. Is it coming more than 1? So more change in quantity demanded and less change in price. That means when a small change in price brings about a more change in the quantity demanded, such kind of change is called elastic demand. And this always comes more than 1. It may come to 1.25 or 1.50 or 2, 3, 4, 5, any number. But it has to be more than 1. Example is that of automobile and furniture. Why? Because these are not the necessity. These are the items of luxury. So when the price increases, you will convince yourself to wait for some time and you will buy when the price falls. So that means the demand can be changed. The demand for this commodity can be changed. A small change in the price will bring about a more change in the demand. Such kind of elasticity is called elastic demand. Inelastic is just opposite to this. Inelastic means more change in price but less change in demand. Here, more change in demand, less change in price. Here, more change in price, less change in demand. That is called inelastic. Inelastic means less change in demand and more change in its price. That is called inelastic demand. So if more change is inelastic means more change in price and less change in demand. Percentage in quantity demanded is less, say for example 4 unit, and percentage change in its price is more, that is 5 unit. So when you divide 4 by 5 you will get 0.8, and 0.8 means it is less than 1. It could be any number but less than 1. So when it is less than 1, it is inelastic demand. This is the picture. About the picture I will explain to you in a short while. Example is food item and necessities. So basic food item, essential food items, these, even if their price changes, we do not stop consumption. So change in the price may be more, but the change in demand will be less. So these are inelastic demand. Now, what is the difference you find between these two pictures is this. Elastic demand, this is slightly vertical, this is slightly slanting, away from the origin. But this is close to the origin, that means it is very almost vertical and close to the origin. So this is the major difference between elastic and inelastic demand. So dear children, I know this may be a little confusing to you, but since this is the first class, I will explain this to you once again when we resume the class. But I would like you to listen to this for at least 2 to 3 times. Only then you will start learning. This is a new concept for you. So I just took this topic. I know this may be a little confusing to you, but you have to give in some effort. And when you come back, definitely I will discuss once again with you. So understand this, listen to this, watch to this video some 2-3 times, and take care of yourself. Thank you.